Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. That means life, abundant life, in your bodies, on this earth, during these times. Today I'd like to speak to you on the subject matter, heaven on earth. It is time for God to be God, or give God a break. God as God must be reflected by those professing a God spirit by establishing heaven on earth. There are 50 U.S. states and 7 continents. Nowhere is any place referred to as heaven, where the joys of life and dreams for all citizens are happening. My mission in this campaign is to create heaven in the USA, starting in Minnesota. This involves putting every workable citizen in a career of choice. And every career avenue must be open to receive every applicant. Those that need qualification must have access to every source available. Where excess workers exist, vacations must be authorized in order to accommodate all workers in their chosen careers. The institutions of education must be altered to receive every applicant, to aid and qualify each student to be the best each can be in their chosen profession. These institutions must be willing to accept every qualified applicant to its staff and administration in order to facilitate the demands of the student. No resources are to be withheld from any educational institution, as each facility must be adequately prepared to be its best, including its entire personnel. The new workforce is designed to create enough goods and services to meet the entire needs, wants, and desires of the total population, including food, clothing, shelter, education, health care, transportation, entertainment, and others. All work and repairs on any items of service is to be done by professionals without any additional rewards or compensation from the receiver thereof. And resources must be available to meet the needs of the children, to avoid distractions from the principles of heaven, which are peace, prosperity, and happiness for all citizens. God is held up as love, all-powerful, all-knowing, everlasting, creator of heaven and earth, and the fullness thereof. Is it real, or is it not? Millions of folk in Minnesota, the USA, and the world says it's real. They claim that God's Spirit is alive in them. In the past, the evidence has been church attendance, tithes and offerings, shelters, food shelves, goodwill, and the dollar store. But God is bigger and better than this. Do not expect additional support from any non-believers, but contrarily expect full support from every true believer, including 83% of American citizens that have Christian connection and that of also Islam, Judaism, Baha'i faith, Buddhism, and others. The true expression of God eliminates poverty. It eliminates crime. It eliminates violence, illicit abuse of drugs and sex, alcohol, terrorism, and war. The true expression of God does not need loans or credit or fees or taxes or superior people or superior races or superior positions in society. In the true expression of God, everyone is somebody. Every position is needed. All loans and debts are forgiven. Those led by the true expression of God are duly bound to make their choice one with God, to assure all that God is, they are. They are duty bound to teach and act like God in their daily contributions to life, so that the non-believers have more than words and hearsay as their source. They must have a positive response to those that say God pays no bills, by eliminating the need for bills. Again, all bills and debt are forgiven. The world must look at God's expression and choose it because of God rather than the normal way. This campaign is about glorifying God and calling those true in God to come together and shine as bright as the sunlight, that there is no doubt between God's way and that of men without God. And as such, I ask Minnesota to write me in, Eddie Marcus, the next U.S. Senator, 2018. So I show a different advocacy for God and wonder if anyone sees God this way, of peace, of prosperity, and happiness. All the problems of the country and of the world seems to be wrapped around money. Thank you.